Community Family Centers is an organization that has as priority education. The cornerstone of this organization is educating the people that we serve. We do it by focusing on 4 of our core programs. It's adult education, early childhood, it's a Montessori program, our youth services, and of course our family support services. All of them have a common thread that is education. We really believe that giving the fundamentals in education helps put into the system, in the pipeline, children that will succeed and therefore fill the gap that we have at the different levels in our community.
We do have 2 adults to 22 children. In the Montessori system, the lead teacher is moving around the entire classroom and her assistant is supporting that instruction so that she's able to facilitate learning individually with each child so that all children are focused and working through a process of learning.
What we're very proud of is the children that remain in our program test at 2nd and 1st grade level math and writing and reading, which is exciting. I've seen children be able to multiply at about 5 years old, and we've seen some able to also divide. This does not happen in our school system, in our public school system. The family support, it's basic needs. We have a pantry, and we also have what we call our Friday food fair. This is distribution of food for families. We see probably 800 every Friday. We provide for probably 4 in a houseful amount of food so that they can have food at the table. We focus on the adult education, trying also to bridge the gap with computer skills. That's another form of illiteracy that I consider. If we're moving some of our educational curriculum towards internet, some of our population, number one, doesn't know how to manage the internet, and they don't have computers. So the gap becomes even greater if they're going to have courses online. Community Family Centers has a lot of success stories in terms of taking our adults to a different level. We have, for example, a board member that was in a youth program.
My mother used to get food from this place. We used it more as kids as a safe haven. We had a field trip to NASA. That's probably one of the things that kind of interests me in becoming an engineer. And they got us into the control room. And that's kind of what initiated the thought of becoming a professional.
The exposure to places for children in our community is important so that they know that there is another place beyond the 4 walls of this community.
I wouldn't be able to have my wife at home and stay with our kids if it wasn't for this job. We wouldn't have the vehicles that we couldn't take the vacations that we take. I mean, there's so many things. Even the friends that we kind of have now, it's different because of that experience, because of what I became, and because of CSE.
This couple that I admire a lot, that the man his name was Candelario Garza, and his wife was Maria Garza. And they believe in education, they believe in family, and they work very hard. He was a janitor at the YMCA, but at night, both of them went to the downtown Houston in those tall buildings, and they start cleaning the buildings from the very top all the way to the bottom. They did that for many, many years until they saved enough for a gas station because he wanted to own his own business. And then they fast realized that both of them did not know how to speak English, and they didn't know how to order things and do for the gas station. So they came to community family centers. At that time was Chicano, because that's the place that they trusted, and they came for food here. These were my parents. This is why I know this, because they were my parents. So I am here because in every student that we teach, I see my parents. They have the same struggles, the same dreams. They want so much for their families. They want to educate their families. So, but all they need is just a little bit of a helping hand and the tools.
It changes lives, it changes families, and it changes generations. And that's how we make a better Houston.